Okay, here I am where I was. So I will start with fight, I think, like that. Already mistake. And she will give protective luck to. And now chanting. Now start chanting. Yes, official. By the way, you told that you used in fight buffs. Did I understand you correctly that you mean some mod then when, for example, you have random encounter and you can buff immediately your party, or if you take a rest and you are ambushed, you also that's what you meant by in fight buffs. Ah, okay. That's of course makes things much easier because random encounters, especially like first 3 acts, they of course can be devastating. Yes, can be devastating. And were you also playing DLCs or just a core game? Here I can give fortune to one. Okay, so you were not like, yeah. Items is not really important, but quests, of course, is a different story. Hello, Maxmar. Hello. How's life? Now time for Sila to interfere, to teach them a very good lesson with the glaive, which is the best weapon. Oh yes, I also worked today about 4 hours. No, it was easy fight, of course with full buffs. But I was also doing the same on unfair with damage 2. With damage 3, I was using already different tactics. With damage 3, I was putting here this thing. Then Camellia was with expeditious retreat. She came here. She put the thing. She ran away there, and they were starting following her, like hurting themselves. And then Camellia approached again, and she used this to annoy them. So she put it here, again runs away, they come again, and finally they kill themselves. Or they weaken themselves and they are finishing them. So that's with damage to party 3. With damage 2 you can just tank them. He's tanking them. With displacement, of course. Without displacement he won't be able to tank. Okay. That's actually it here. Now just collecting the things. punishing the remaining animals who are notorious climate killers because they fart. Yeah, like that. They still have those feet injuries. Kill him. Yes, like that. Kill him as well. This is king of megalosauruses. So it was something here, I think. Yeah, exactly here it is. And now like that. So, official Falcon, I still believe it's possible to beat the game on Last Azlanti on unfair without using that mod and other things. I believe it's possible, but one must know game really very, very, very good. And have some luck, yes, from time to time. Before, for example, I found Dresden Siege like sort of a challenging. Now I developed tactics, so I can do it like easy peasy without any problems. Without any reloads. Oh, which buff mod do you mean? Because with quality of life, it's like a statement. I heard it from In Effect. In Effect was cheating. He was pre-buffing his party with how it's called, with with protective luck and with fortune, and he was calling it quality of life. I would say it's quality of cheating, if that, because that's just ridiculous. If you use that protective luck and fortune, you pre-buff. That devaluates everything. I mean, if I put it now, I will make all the game on unfair last Azlanti. Okay, with damage to party too. I will definitely make it. But for random encounters, it's just agrees that it's a lot, because random encounters, it's one of the biggest problem. Like in my Wiz playthrough, I had 65 reloads, game plus 3 DLCs, and from those 65 reloads, I think 15 it was random encounters. So being able to pre-buff, to have how to say, to have immediate buffs, it's of course it changes the game a lot. I don't say that it's like bad or whatever. It's just different. It's just different. Like you are lowering difficulty. Actually, that's what happens in reality. You're just lowering difficulty. And then logic follows. If you lower difficulty in one thing, why shouldn't you lower difficulty in another thing? For example, you're using this mod for random encounters, in effect uses toy box for protective luck and fortune, and someone else says I can reload, why not? If I reload 10 times, it's okay, it's still less Azlanti and things like that. So, so I think it's no, it's still, of course, it's still achievement. It's still achievement. If the only thing you are doing, you are using this mod for random encounters, it's still achievement, of course. But it's achievement, but with lower difficulty. So I hope you're not angry on me for that, but that's what I believe. How do you deal with those skill checks? Because if you fail skill check, it's also very can have extremely unpleasant consequences. In quite some cases. I had, when I played, I had in Act 2 random encounters, and I had even half fiend Minotaurs couple of times, and I had Shadow Demon WoTR. I was a bit surprised how comes they appeared there, because normally they shouldn't be there at least before Siege of Dresden, but they were here. Nabassus also. So if you're not buffed, and you cannot be buffed, of course, if you have random encounter with Nabassu, you have negative level. Sometimes you have they're freezing you, because Nabassu can also immobilize you. So it's difficult to survive. I had like that 3 random encounters, and I survived all the 3 just by miracle. It's all on video in my YouTube channel, those things. But yeah, so Act 2, at least Act 2, the only problem random encounters. All the rest is easy. And I'm speaking about pure classes, no pets, no mercs, nothing. Like pure game. So in Act 2, it's only random encounters problems. In Canabres also can be some unpleasant, very unpleasant random encounters. For example, with Alchemist. You travel on the map, and you have Alchemist, and then Alchemist, especially with damage to party 3, but even with damage 2, he will just one-shot all your party with a fire bomb. But okay, Act 1, if you lose, you can always restart. It's not much to it's not much to play. In how it's called, in Grey Garrison, Jesslyn is problem, And of course, Minyago is a problem. But for Jesslyn, I found 100% way to beat her. You just buff Lan till the teeth. You give to Lan everything. Like scroll of shields, displacement, haste, blur, mirror image. You give him everything. Of course, for that you need to give him UMD. And if you give him UMD, then you should also be careful here because Lan needs perception, he needs stealth, and he needs one of those. I went for athletics, and which of course leads to the fact that I couldn't do several mobility checks in Canabres, because if you know there is a mobility check when you climb over the chasm. If you fail it, you just fall and your party is killed there. Your party is dead. So some mobility checks I didn't even try because they were extremely dangerous. But there are some checks that you cannot avoid. You have to do them. So Lan can kill. I found way to kill Jesslyn. He just soloing her. But Minyago can go wrong. Like from 10 attempts, from 10 fights with Minyago, I think I would win 8 and I would lose 2. It would be like 1-5. Still, like first act is not big one, so if you lose with Minyago, you can restart again, and finally you will do it. So first act is done, and then second act. The only problem second act it's random encounters, and sometimes if you need to rest on the map, because sometimes like you move on the map, they're fatigued. And if they're fatigued and then random encounter, they will be of course defeated. Most probably they will be defeated. I'm speaking about unfair, not about hard. So you need to take a rest on the map to take away this fatigue. And then you are attacked. And yes, just write, I don't know, write me or better maybe send me a message here in how it's called. Just send me a message because I'm not sure if I will be streaming tomorrow. I have to do some work at home, so I will probably be streaming less couple of days. But I will be definitely watching because I can do my work and I can watch your stream. So just write me at which time you will be streaming. In the worst case, I can watch after in Twitch. I hope you'll be also putting it in your YouTube channel, or where do you put them? Because I put all my playthroughs in YouTube channels that classified there, so people can always come to watch. Good, I think it's done here, so it's I still didn't talk. I forgot to talk to Juggernaut, and I forgot to talk to those guys. I don't think it changes anything, but I will talk. 45,000. I need 6,000 to level 8, and then I can go fight Gargullias. I can actually fight them on level 7 even, but it's better level 8. Better level 8. By the way, those Gargullias I was fighting several times. Unfair, damage to party 3, and I was beating them on the first try. And secret is secret is you use fear and you use slow. Where is it? You use fear, she fears them. It works on unfair. Not all of them are feared, but I would say like 40% are feared. And then Nenio uses slows them down. So they slowed, they feared, and then you just put your tank here, Scylla behind LAN, and in turn based, of course. In turn based. And they are quite killable. But it should be level 8 on unfair. The biggest danger there are those priests with bone shakers. But yeah, for bone shakers, it's a bit complicated, of course. Yeah. So the first priority to kill those priests, or they're called clerics actually. Gargulya clerics they called. So first thing to kill those clerics. And of course, everyone should have Death Ward. Like 6 scrolls of Death Ward. By the way, how were you fighting that ancient Sarkorian ghost? But what the fuck? I didn't want to fight them. What the fuck? No, I should stop playing for today. Really, I should stop playing for today. I'm just didn't even watch the screen. I was talking, clicking mechanically wherever. Why the fuck would I fight them? I don't believe it, and I have to start everything again. No, I think it's enough for today because my head doesn't work anymore. Location is finished, and that's it. So I think I will continue tomorrow because my head doesn't work and it's just stupid clicks. So guys, thank you for your presence and so on. Tomorrow I believe like about 4 I think about 4 o'clock afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock afternoon I will start, and I plan tomorrow to finish maybe Act 2, maybe, if I will have enough strength. Okay, bye bye. Have a nice evening.